The top seed Team Finland takes on the bottom seed Team Slovakia. Over to Leitinen, to Virtanen. Virtanen streaking inside to Tukiainen on the back door, and he's robbed. Kovalik, he's going to be busy tonight, Soups.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to play a fantastic series if they want to have any sort of a chance here.
Here's Missy Kangas. Tukiainen drops the backhand that one through Kovalik, but Kovalik shuts the door. There's Dimitrova to Jurasi. Svetko tripped up here in his own end in front as he plays that left D position. And there's a huge save off of Jurasi. Here's Svetko back to the line to Svetana. Shot on. It's on the back door. Free Mesko with a swing at it. And his body's all glitched up there, so he couldn't get the shot away. Over to Svetana as he brings it through the neutral zone. Feeds back to Svetko, but Leitinen pokes that off his stick. And here come the Finns. Great poke check on the back check by Svetana. Here's Svetko now. Svetko back over to Jurasi. He scores!
Slovakia gets the early lead, and that's exactly what they need. Slovakia up 1-0 in game 1, up 1-0 in the aggregate, and oh boy, we are set for a series.
It is going to be aggregate score, and you can't count out the Slovaks. They work hard to get themselves here, and speaking of working hard, Svetko. There's Missy Kangas. Throws that up to Virtanen as Virtanen streaks in through the middle. Backhand on good save Kovalik. Drops it back to Leitinen. To Tamanpa. Tamanpa streaks through. They score! Virtanen picks up a loose puck in front and buries.
And they tie it up right there. Virtanen able to find that loose puck in front of the net as the puck kind of bounces right there to his stick, and we have a tie game.
Here's Leitinen over to Tukiainen. Tukiainen, Tamanpa, they score! And Finland, just like that, 2-1. Tukiainen looks out for Tamanpa, stick lifted, so it goes all the way over to Virtanen, who finds Leitinen to Tamanpa. Virtanen hits the bar, and it's covered up by Kovalik. Leitinen, full pressure system. Virtanen, backhand on Kovalik, able to make the save, but he can't get the rebound. Still 10 seconds left. Tamanpa scores!
And what a goal that is. He picks it up in front of the net and is able to spin around to the backhand side and tuck that in.
It is going to be Slovakia now. Mesko over to Svetko. Svetko in behind the net. He's tripped up, and we're going to have a power play now for the Slovaks where they can come within one. Here's Svetana at the line. Shot on, goes off Missy Kangas. And Adamus had to track that one nicely.
And the power play for the Slovakians, they're able to score. Slovakia so far in this game looking really, really good. As there's the shot from the point, they score.
Big goal by Slovakia, and that's what they needed. Leitinen to Missy Kangas, his D partner. Missy Kangas, Tukiainen back there. Tamanpa was robbed. Full pressure system after Tamanpa robbed him from looking for his hat trick on the back door.
What a save. Kovalik is able to keep this one tight, and as I said, I think they're happy if this game ends 3-3.
But this Finnish team is no joke. No overtime in this one, guys. These teams will be backing out. Tukiainen comes in, throws it on Tamanpa now. Over to Missy Kangas. Missy Kangas dangling around, goes back to the point to Leitinen. And he shoots, tipped in front by Eki Tamanpa as he gets a hat trick, Captain Finland.
And just under a minute left in the game, Slovakia gives up that goal, and now it's looking real bad. And if Finland is able to take the lead into game 2, it's gonna be tough for Slovaks.
Finland now in the blues, Slovakia in the whites. Finland's Tamanpa, Virtanen, Tukiainen, Leitinen, Missy Kangas, and Adamus. Slovakia, Mesko, Svetko, Jurasi, Dimitrova, Svetana, and Kovalik. To Missy Kangas, he comes in, stops up at the point. Goes back there, Tukiainen, what a goal! Here's Tukiainen. Over to Virtanen. Virtanen back door, they score! Tamanpa! But it has to come back out and brought back. As what a play, and it's in! Tamanpa! Some way, somehow, it trickles through goaltender Kovalik, and the timeout doesn't help them anyway.
Yeah, so they're up by 4 as they won that first game by 1, and now they're... What a move! The spinner Rama Jurasi almost gets them on the board.
Virtanen. Over to Missy Kangas now. Back door. They score. What a pass. Looking out front with it. Poke checked off. They're going to try and get this full pressure system activated, but the Slovaks have a different plan. Here's Svetko. Back door. They score. Urazi parks himself out front. The pass is there. And we got ourselves a goal for the Slovaks. Here's Leitinen. Virtanen. What a save. Kovalig. Leitinen to Missy Kangas. Back to Leitinen in the middle. Leitinen rips one on that one's blocker to side. Leitinen. Backdoor to Tukiainen and Dimitrova. She gets in front of the rock. And upsets the play as well and gets it out for the Slovaks. What defense there by Dimitrova.
Yeah, a massive block as it was looking like a sure goal as Tukiainen hammered that one-timer, but perfect block on the play.
Oh, what a move by Eki. That's the patience I was talking about. No rush in this guy's game. And he just waits for the goaltender to end up in the corner. And what a play for his hat-trick goal. You know, it's hard to win games when you have less shots than the other team has goals. But Slovakia is going to try to dig deep here. But no! Finland, before I can even get my announcement out.
21 in-game seconds, so what was that? 4 seconds of real time?
Yeah,
that was.
And they're going again. Here's Virtanen. Eki goes off, lays a little body block, and we got ourselves another goal.
Virtanen doesn't want you to be right, because now it's +7.
Oh, I know. It's just, what are these guys doing to me? The roller coaster of emotions here at the Sports Gamer World Cup. As that one's poke checked off Missy Kangas. But rips one in. Oh boy, it's out of control.
Isn't that going to be an interesting series as we'll have much more on the line than in those group stage games as Matti puts in another one. Unbelievable run to make it here into the top 8 stage, but it just keeps getting worse for them as there's the captain Eki, his second hat-trick of the game, the 8th goal in the series. They've done everything right in this tournament and now it's just they're just piling on the goals here.
Their series, right, Sue?
Yeah, so as Virtanen scores another one here.